The Warriors win it, and they'll have the ball to open up the fourth quarter as well.
Such a big piece, Draymond Green being back for the Warriors. There you see a back door to start. Beverly gets him to miss. It really feels like it has.
I don't know what else you could ask for him in the role that he has played.
But that's the thing, Brian. He can play different roles. Doesn't matter. They dunk it, offensive rebound. They can't step out. Wiseman can.
Ibaka slithers his way inside, counted on a foul, and send that young man to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Last night on the offensive end, Ibaka being one of them, had some point-blank opportunities that didn't go down. This one takes the hit and gets the amp. Just some nights it's weird, isn't it? In the NBA, it's not like, yeah, the Clippers are on a back-to-back, but it's early in the season, so you can't really blame it on anything other than both teams are just missing right now.
And the Warriors have been at home for a while, an extended stay.
I think the more they play together, it is a shortened season, only 72 games instead of 82 this year. So this is tremendous that Kawhi is going to play in back-to-backs, or at least this first back-to-back bench. So maybe Batum's like, okay, this is going to be my role in the starting lineup.
Blocked by Leonard.
I hate to say it, Brian. What does this look like right now? It looks like a pickup game, doesn't it?
I want to be kind. Kawhi Leonard says, not this time. We return to Chase Center after this.
Haskell, not a good kid, a great kid. Had him pre-draft a couple years ago out of Villanova. Glad to see him having success here in the NBA.
Senior with his first shot of the season. Oh, welcome back, Marcus Morris Sr.
But now if you have success, you believe it, you'll probably be there to stay.
Senior fakes the three, steps inside. That's not fair.
Yeah.
2 straight buckets from Marcus Morris Sr. after missing the first 8 games. Tries to back down on Green. 7 to shoot. Reggie Jackson going to have to don a cape on this one. Gets around his defender, gets to the rim, off the window and in. Came out of a phone booth and lays it home.
Find the right role, Brian. That's what I'm saying. I think he was pigeonholed in Detroit a little bit into just being a catch-and-shoot guy, and that's not him. And I think this Clipper staff understands who he is, and I think
with the basket and a foul on the offensive rebound here, out rivaling Reggie Jackson and maneuvering around Ibaka.
That was a fun year pre-draft, Brian. Luke Kennard and Donovan Mitchell went at each other.
Ibaka sets the screen. Lou ignores it. Ibaka rolls, makes the grab, and lays it in.
Wow, tough pass in traffic and tough catch and finish by Ibaka. Nice play. But so far, a good job on Steph Curry.
Well, Clipper fans know far too well that can change in a quarter as Kennard draws the foul, counted, and send him to the line one more time.
He gets to that mid-game. They have an advantage in the half court with PG and Kawhi and the other guys. But I don't think you could say, Brian, that this Clipper roster can't play fast and win. I think they can. And I think for the Clippers, if we're going less possessions, they feel like they can score more and defend better in the half court than who they're playing against.
What a series of moves we have seen from Reggie Jackson here tonight.
Getting screen roll game, he freezes the defender that's back or plugging. By the way, did you mention that Curry had made 80 free throws in a row?
Did not.
That it got snapped in that game. Ironically enough, he had 62. It hasn't been the stars like we maybe thought it would be leading the charge offensively. It's been spread around pretty good on both teams.
Curry just 1 for 6 for Golden State. Clippers come away with the rebound. It has been the bench for the Clippers. Beverly accelerates down the lane. Oh, a nice wraparound pass to Ibaka. A little off balance, but he gets it to go.
Little flip shot here. Clippers. I think a lot of people, where were you that night, right? The league shut down and everything else.
Paul George counted and a foul.
A lot of and ones tonight, hasn't there? I haven't counted, but there's another one from PG getting the contact and finishing. For the rookie, James Wiseman.
And had 6 threes last night, so forgive him for living on the memory of that Spurs game.
But that was a good shot. Trail 3, wide open.
Oh, lob from Green to Wiseman, and the rookie flushes it in.
See Wiseman just reach back. The long arms. So gifted, Wiggins.
You know, when he was in Minnesota with Butler and Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler said he was the most talented of the three players. But it was a work ethic that kept him kind of locked up. George, extra work inside and lays it in.
PG, second effort here. Thought he got some contact there. He's going to dribble it out, but then goes right back at Weissman. Finishes the play.
12 points, 5 rebounds.
He makes it look so easy.
And now he comes up with a steal. He loves to pull up from 3 in this moment. Instead, shovels it ahead to Oubre Jr., who can certainly finish with the best of.
Are establishing a faster pace.
It's the first time they've led in the game, but the Clippers with a leather larceny. This is George back the other way. Lobs it up high to Leonard. Counted and a foul. And the Clippers grab the lead right back.
At himself. Ibaka with the poke away. But instead threw it up for Kawhi. Oubre gets the foul. Another and one. We got to start counting these, Brian.
17.
17 and ones tonight?
That's what I have right now.
And I mentioned on Clippers Live the other night, Brian, good teams can win different ways. It doesn't have to look the same every time. So this is a game where the Clippers are just going to have to dig it out.
At the lead in half, Clippers have led by as many as 10, make it 12 here tonight.
People don't understand when you're not 100%, you're just not as good. You just aren't because you're thinking about it, you're worrying about it. That was a great defensive play by Lou.
He's made a few of them this year, and I don't say that tongue-in-cheek. Can he make an offensive play? Got it! How about bookended plays for Lou Williams? And the Clippers
ends up driving lanes for guys like Patrick Beverley.
Green 0 for 2 tonight, both of his shots from above the arc. Senior for 3. Got it! So did Kawhi Leonard. Brought home a championship that night. 5 to shoot for Lou. Comfortable in positions like this. Lobs it to Zubac and he flushes it in.
This individual offense here from Lou. There was no screen roll there, but Zoo goes right to the front of the rim.
Good closeout by Beverley. Curry zigs and zags his way down the lane. Ladles it into Green. Counted and a foul.
But if I look at both sides in the rosters, I'm taking the Clippers in this one.
Ibaka holds the finish, and it falls. A dozen for Serge Ibaka. Well, the full cast of characters might not be the same. They love to close with crescendo.
Everyone's watching Curry in transition. That's what he does. So active, plays so hard. And it's been effective tonight for the Warriors.
Second round pick last June. Paul George retaliates with a 3 and slices the lead in half. Wiggins watched by Leonard.
Good ISO. The whole side's cleared for Wiggins.
He takes that long 2 that frustrates the analytics, but he knocks it in, and it lets the lead go back to 5. Great ball movement. Kennard for 3. What a closeout by Lee, but Kennard flushes it in. Leonard for the tie. Got it. Kawhi Leonard with 15.
Does he ever miss that foul line jumper? So hard to deal with in the half court. Pull up at the elbow.
And the Clippers have a chance to take the lead at the midway point of the fourth quarter.
Great defensive possession.
Leonard, a floater is good. 93-91.
With contact, goes down. Clippers up 2.
George attacks on Oubre. This is Beverley for 3. Ahead of the horn. He knocks it in. 100-95.
Watch this. PG gets in there. Gets kicked out. It was actually Ibaka that threw it back to him.
I would rather have Oubre shooting than Steph Curry. Can Batum answer for 3? Yes, sir! Batum now with 10. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Big 3 there. And then Kawhi drawing attention. Old reliable in the left corner, Nick Batum.